All right, so we're writing equations to try to figure out the price of ice cream, the cupcake, and the donut. And we said that we're going to start here with our ice cream. Do I know the price of one ice cream just by looking at this board? No. And if I don't know something in math, what do we give it? A variable. Okay, so I'm going to use the letter X for all of my ice creams. Let me make sure my pin's on. I'm going to use the letter X for all of my ice creams. So, how could I write an equation that these three ice creams have to be 26.94? What could I write? 3x equals what? Equals 26.94. So now I can figure out the cost of ice cream, but I still have donuts and cupcakes. So what else could I do? I could what? Plus what? I can't add anything to that. Is there another row or column I could use to help me figure out another one? I'm sorry?
2 ice, 1 donut.
The next horizontal one, this second horizontal one, okay? Because I know an ice cream is the letter X. Can a donut be the letter X? What's a donut have to be? A different letter. So I'm going to use the letter Y. So Taylor, since you said to use this one, what would my equation look like?
2x plus y equals 24.
Very good. So now, because I included the letter Y, I can figure out how much a donut is. What do I still have left to figure out? A cupcake. Colin, help me write an equation for something with a cupcake. What aisle, row, column, what would you like to use?
Column 3.
Row 3? This one
Yes.
down here?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to use row 3.
I was doing this completely wrong.
Okay, so if I have a donut is Y, what letter can I use for my cupcake? Z. All right, somebody from home, one of my Zoomers. Let's see here, Dana. Can you write me an equation with this bottom row, please?
Z plus Y plus X equals 2571.
Oopsie, Z plus Y plus X. Thank you, my dear. Perfect. Did I have to pick those 3 rows and columns, or could I have picked different ones?
Different
I
ones.
could have picked different ones, okay? But we all saw which one was the easiest to start with, just like in topic 2, finding the easiest equation to start with, okay? So topic 3 is this right here. Writing equations from something. Writing equations from pictures. That's a possibility. Writing equations from a table. And writing equations from a word problem. So today, we are going to do a one-word problem. And we're going to talk about what certain things mean in order to get the words off the paper and into a problem. So here we go, just a second.
What about the other cupcakes?
So once you find one cupcake, do you have to find what the second cupcake is, or do you already know?
Oh, okay.
So we just used a different row. If you use the top one, that's fine. You can use it as long as it had something to do with a cupcake, okay? All right, so here we go. At the top of your paper, you should have Unit 2, and you should have Topic 3. Application of systems. That's the name of this. Application of systems. Application just means real world. What does this really look like? Okay. Your quiz is on Monday. Like in 2 school days. Friday, then Monday. Okay. All right. So we're going to write a quick word problem.
What time do you work?
I'm sorry?
Okay.
We're going to write a very quick word problem, okay? And then we are going to use that word problem to create our sentences. So, Jim bought 80 stamps. Jim bought 80 stamps. These stamps are 29 cents, or they were 45 cents. So he either spent 29 cents on a stamp or he spent 45 cents on a stamp. The total value of all stamps is $27.04. So we are going to write equations to help us solve this problem if we were solving, okay? Here's the biggest thing for all of topic 3. There is no solving, meaning I shouldn't have an x equals a number. We are just writing equations. That's all we're doing. We are not solving. Okay? So the very first thing you have to know is how many unknowns are there. So in the example we did a minute ago, there were 3 unknowns. I had an ice cream, a cupcake, and a donut. So in this problem, how many items are there? Does anybody know? There are 2 items. What are my 2 items? What kind of stamps? Well, they're not called big and small. They're called 29 cents and 45 cents, okay? If I have 2 items, I need 2 letters right here. You're going to have to tell me what the letters mean. So I have 2 different types of stamps. X will be the 29-cent stamps. We'll write out the word cent. It might look nicer. Which means Y has to be the 45-cent stamps. So now I'm going to read this one sentence at a time and write equations to help me with the word problem. Jim bought 80 stamps. Is 80 a part or a total? So I know something has to equal 80. What has to equal 80? All of his stamps. Well, what are his stamps? X and Y. So I'm going to have X stamps and I have Y stamps. If I have 80 stamps, do I care how much those stamps cost? No, I just care about the number. So nothing in front of these, okay? The total value of stamps is $27.04. Is that a part or a total? That's a total, $27.04. What has to equal $27.04?
X and Y.
The price of my stamps. So if I had X stamps, how much does an X stamp cost? 29 cents. So I have 29 cents for every X stamp. What else am I going to have? 45 cents for every Y stamp. This is all I want as an answer. We are not solving. Okay? Let's try it. Let's back up maybe. Let's go do one I think you'll be able to help me with. Okay? We're going to say these two kids went to the store. Okay? Jack bought 5 shirts and 2 pants for $80. Ashley bought 2 shirts and 3 pants for $55. I need to write a system to represent this word problem. So first thing I have to do is decide how many items do I have? So how many things are we talking about in this problem? No. We are talking about 2 things. What are the 2 things we're talking about? Pants and shirts. So I need an X and I need a Y. X can stand for shirts and Y will stand for pants. Jack bought 5 shirts and 2 pants for $80. How do I write an equation for that? 5x plus 2y equals 80. Ashley bought 2 shirts and 3 pants for $55. How do I write that equation? 2x plus 3y equals $55. Am I solving anything? No, so that is my system. Now, what happens if I had an X, a Y, and a Z? How many equations do you think I'd have to have? 3. So if I have 3 letters, I need 3 equations. If I have 2 letters, I need 2 equations, okay? Let's really quick talk about some vocabulary words. If you've already done your homework this week, then this should be fairly simple for you. So the first one we're gonna say is, where did it go? Z is 4 times larger than X. How would I write that as an equation? Z is 4 times larger than X.
Z equals to 4x.
Very good. Z is, what does is mean in math? Equals. So Z equals 4 times means 4 and I'm multiplying something. What are the 2 things I'm multiplying? 4 and X. So 4X. Number 2. M is 5 more than P. Oopsies, sorry. M is 5 more than P. How am I going to write that? M equals what? No, it's not 5 times P. 5 plus P. Listen right now. If you have addition or subtraction, the best thing you can do is put it at the very end so you don't get confused. So instead of saying 5 plus P, what would be even better? P plus 5. And I'll show you why in just a minute, okay? So M is 5 more. I know I'm going to have to add 5 to something. What am I adding 5 to? The letter P. So let's say 3 fewer than M is X. 3 fewer than. What does that mean? M minus 3. I have something. Fewer than means I'm taking it away. So the minus 3 has to go at the end. What am I taking 3 away from? M. Is X. What does that mean? Equals X. Last one, and then you're going to get started on some word problems by yourself. Okay? S is twice X and Y combined. S is twice X and Y combined. So let's start with the easy part. How do I write S is? S equals twice. What does twice mean? Multiplying by what? 2. So I know I'm going to have to multiply by 2. What am I multiplying by 2? X plus Y. Does that say 2 times X plus Y? No, I
No.
need parentheses. What word in there told you you needed parentheses? That combined.
Combined.
They have to be together before I can twice or double them. Okay? This topic is all math vocabulary. Do you know what these words mean? Okay? So everybody should be in class kick. That's where we are going today. I'm going to pause my recording and you need to look up your class kick code.